Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plates, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I didn't really expect to be doing another episode this early, but it's sweet. Our last run was just so fast. Holy crap. D4 and $3 bill. X1K8 NH7X. Well, let's reroll the shit out of this already. I want this one to be crazy. So I think we just replaced, like we have so few items right now, I'm pretty sure we just replaced $3 bill with shielded tears. I need to take a second to like talk to myself and be like, okay, self. You don't need to go so fast anymore. We're gonna go a little slower now. We don't need to go super quick. I do want to say as well, standard D4 protocol here is, I'm intending it to apply. Which means, for me, I'm gonna keep re-rolling until we get something that I find incredible or really good at least. And then we're gonna roll with that. I don't roll myself into oblivion with breakfast. I think that that's a really silly way to use this item, but I do think the D4 or the D100 can actually be super, super powerful if you use them with a little bit of discretion. Basically, it means that, you know, you're going to be successful in all likelihood if you just let yourself roll as much as you need to in order to get something good. As long as you live long enough to use the D4, you know, maybe half a dozen times, you're almost guaranteed to have a pretty good setup. It is not mathematically guaranteed. You could get fucked over and over. But it's unlikely. I hate this room. In fact, I hate this room so much, we should pop this devil card. I'm not too worried about our HP because I know that, you know, we're not going to reroll ourselves to death. If anything, we're probably going to reroll ourselves into a run with more HP. So I'm not overly concerned about the fact that I have lost half of my HP here. As long as we can live for a few more rooms, we should be able to reroll into more HP if necessary. D4 has saved the old streak a couple of times. We should maybe try to blow this up. See if we get something out of it. Enough money to maybe buy a Spirit Heart or come close to it at least. And of course, this is your standard, like, first floor go fuck yourself. We have 3 tinted rocks, no bombs with which to access said tinted rocks, which is always frustrating. Okay, now I'm getting a little scared. Just a little frightened. I think in a way, not that I'm trying to complain about having that amazing Tammy Set Brimstone run. However, I think in a way, having those runs is sometimes a little bit of a kiss of death. Because you get, like, accustomed to being like, I can kill anything, it doesn't matter if I take damage, and then you take damage, and you're like, ah, shit, I'm dead. Where the heck is our shop? It was, like, transparent on the map here. Well, I think we buy a Spirit Hearts. Okay, after you, sir. We buy a Spirit Heart if there's one available. There is not. I think we buy a Red Heart. Got very confused there. We buy a Red Heart to keep ourselves alive, and then we use our D4, depending on what the next item is. It's just a Widow here, so it shouldn't be too bad. But we use our D4 after picking up the item if we hate the item, and if we like the item, we use the D4, then pick it up and see if it makes our run substantially better, even if it is only temporarily speaking. I feel like it's kind of fool's mate to try to engineer, like, D4 runs. You'd be like, well, the Torn Photo dropped, but I want to use the D4, so I'm not going to pick up Torn Photo at all because it's never going to give me the Torn Photo after I pick it up. You know, maybe there's a science to that, but I've found it largely unnecessary for the most part. I'm just like, you know, there's enough good items to go around. You only need a couple of them in order to swing, like, a truly amazing run. So, the speed upgrade, I think we'll take and then reroll. Now we got a lot of Spirit Hearts, which means we probably picked up, Cancer, I think. It was either Cancer, the Soul, or the Rosary, and I'm pretty sure that that body effect there is Cancer. This also gives us a great potentiality to not get hit in our Red Hearts, and thus have the ability to get a Deal with the Devil on this floor, which might be where we want to stop using the D4. Or it could be terrible. We'll have to find out. I actually feel like our damage is slightly above average. Even though our shots, they look kind of small, and they definitely look slow. There's a little bit of an optical illusion going on there. In actuality, I feel like they're quite potent. That was not very smart of me. This Joker card, it's great. Obviously, on this floor, we'd probably be expecting to get a Deal with the Devil, like, with mathematical certainty, unless the D4 has done something to fuck it up. But, assuming it hasn't, I'm pretty stoked. We are on the cellar again, but this is a run that is strong enough to defeat, you know, Blue Baby, or maybe not Blue Baby, sorry. This is a run that's strong enough to defeat the Haunt if we have to, but it's just Pin, no big deal. There were some Spirit Hearts back there that we can get if we so choose, but I kind of feel like Maybe we're better off saving our bomb to facilitate a shop deal at this point, or maybe we're better off saving our bomb to try to get like a small rock, or I don't know. There's second secret rooms. I'm just not that excited about having one extra spirit heart for the cost of a bomb when our D4 gave us 3 for free. And my keyboard was getting a little wonky there again. It made my dodge weird. Maybe my hands are just starting to cease functioning. We do want this. And I think we want just all of this, and we'll never reroll our run again because this is incredible. Like, we got Abaddon, Little Brimstone, and Dark Bum. I think that's probably where we want to call it, to be honest with you. Now we got a key. Let's check this out. Hoping it's a spacebar item just so we could get rid of the D4 here. But yeah, honestly, I sort of feel like this is where we just say thank you because you've given us an amazing setup here. And of course, there will be people who go, oh, you're not like hewing close enough to absurdity here. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is absurd. Maybe not for the reasons you'd normally consider, but I feel like getting this many items that are amazing this early is in the absurd camp, at least. We will check out our curse room, of course. If we could become Guppy on this run, that would be nice as well. Nice and infuriating, I'm assuming. Please. We're going to keep our Joker card regardless, but definitely I'm excited that the Hierophant card is here. And, no, that's okay. Guppy's head, maybe? A Guppy's collar! It's a start, man! And again, like, you know, this is not going to be as fast as the last run, obviously. I know there's Spirit Hearts, but I'm completely content in my existing Spirit Hearts. I might rather look for, like, a second secret room here or something. Good use of a bomb. Yeah, this is incredible. I'm actually thinking that I'm just going to use the Joker card right now to see if we can get Guppy early. And that's definitely not Guppy, but it is the nail with some hearts backing it up. So this is pretty much a standout one run. And I'm going to take it, man, because, you know, you never know with those Eden starts. I think that with the Eden, you take what you can get a lot of the time. Because sometimes you're going to start with shit, and you're going to need to draw on these earlier amazing runs for strength. For moral support, you know? This is a pretty amazing start, and it's actually... this is getting into, like, unnecessarily granulated kind of statistics, but these might be the 2 most powerful runs I've ever had back-to-back. And we're not even... at full strength on this one yet. We have no idea how this one's going to work out. That's probably not something I'm going to be too excited about. Isaac's Jar of Tears. Whew. Alright, you know what it is? I think it's, I had chicken and waffles for brunch today. And I know that chicken and waffles is almost, I feel like it's like the American version of, like, poutine. Where, I know a lot of Americans who have never had chicken and waffles. Partly because it sounds ridiculous and is super unhealthy. And I get that. There's a lot of Canadians who have never had poutine for the same reasons. They go, oh, that sounds like super fatty and gross. Well, it is, but it's also amazing. But this is the first time I've ever had chicken and waffles, and I found it delicious, delectable, fantastic. I would recommend it. For those of you from other parts of the world, maybe you're not familiar with what chicken and waffles are all about. It's basically 2 pieces of fried chicken, 2 waffles. They give you a little maple syrup. They give you some hot sauce. You go buck wild. And it's awesome and terrible for you. And the great way to start your day, I'd say. I would recommend it. Also, it gives you incredible luck in the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So, I'm going to eat chicken and waffles for breakfast every single day that I'm recording Rebirth, which is 6 days a week. And look at that, I'm dead. All right. Okay, let's cool it a little bit here, Northern Lion. You're still in speedrun strat. I can feel... you know, the wind running through my proverbial hair right now. Let's cool it a little bit, because we don't need to be going this fast. It's nice, I get it. Oh, we can put up a sub 20 here or something like that. This isn't Balls of Steel, you know, this is for entertainment value. So we're just gonna slow it down, a little at least. We're gonna try to play a good game. Keep it clean, you know, leave it all out on the field. Give 110%. Do all sports people, I hear that they're called athletes, this makes no sense, sports people makes way more sense. Do they all go, oh, yes, I have to. That's the rule, man. And now I got Epic Fetus. Epic Fetus Midas Touch. The Parasite, X-ray Vision. There's like 100 things on my head right now. You see, and the Relic anyway. Do you see what happens when I take when I go absurd on these runs? Sometimes it ends up becoming less entertaining. Weirdly enough. Not that Epic Fetus is terrible. Shit, man. We could actually go for like another crazy fast run, but I'm gonna hold off on it for now. I feel like all athletes go to like the same school for interviews, at least for hockey. Like, I've been watching a lot more hockey recently. I've been living in Vancouver, and the Canucks sort of suck, so ticket prices, well, they're not that bad. But the perception is that they suck because they used to be so good. So I've been going to games now and then because tickets are a lot cheaper now than they were when the team was good. Which is great because I'm just happy to be there, you know? Forgot we had x-ray goggles, so we don't need to spend that. And like every mid-period interview in hockey is like, so Kevin, how are you feeling about the game out there today? Well, you know, we're just going to go out there and give 110%. We know that they want it, but it's really just, you know, we go out there, work as hard as you can. Play hard, you know, get bodies in the corner. Don't be afraid of going in after that puck. And, you know, if you got a nose for the net, I think that good things are going to work out for you. And then, you know, I'm just waiting for one day a reporter is going to be like, what exactly do you mean by that, Yannick? And then they'll be like, you know, nobody's asked me that question before. Now I have to engage in some deep introspective soul searching. Anyway, what's the ideal run for us right now? The ideal pickup, I guess? I mean, we already have Epic Fetus, full HP, and, Infestation 2. I wouldn't... And Midas Touch. But in order to make it as ridiculous as possible, if we could get the Unicorn Stump, that would just be incredible. Every room we would walk in, kill a bunch of enemies, create a fuck ton of spiders, and just be on our way. And then, if the enemies lived, surprise, we got Epic Fetus. I like having the spiders trapped in there, so that they can't get out, and as such cannot accidentally kill themselves. I know there's a Spirit Heart back in that room. Honestly, like, don't really care, because I don't need it. So, I do need that, though. That's pretty sweet. Let's take a half red heart, or a full one for that matter. That way, I will get a red heart deal with the devil here, which I think is valuable. Are we on... We're on the depths 1 already at 10 minutes. This is... Oh, the Spirit Heart was not even in there. This is freaking ridiculous, man. The last 2 runs worth of luck are just absurd. Guppy, 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 not Guppy. Okay. Pills. Explosive diarrhea. Somewhat ironic. I had the Bushi, had the Chronic. The Lakers beat the Supersonics. Felt on the big fan fanny, pulled out the jammy, killed the Poonanny. He's not talking about pajamas when he says jammies either. Forgot that there was another wave of enemies here. Stop moving, please. Thank you. Stop resisting. Okay. Well, we're not going to get a 14-minute run here, but I do think that we're probably looking at probably like a 20-minute run, which is going to make this like the fastest day ever for Rebirth episodes. What an incredible testament to the game's design. That you can have sometimes where you'll get 2 wins. I was really hoping that'd be Emperor, but sometimes you'll get 2 wins in like 40 minutes or less. And sometimes you'll get 1 win in 85 minutes. What a strange situation, you know? Should probably try to donate to our donation machine on the next floor. But Blank Card High Priestess, ain't nothing wrong with that. That was not a good walk, but at the same time I was kind of like, well, we have the relics, so if it saves us a little time, it's not necessarily bad. He lived. He must not have been hit by both things. I think both things would have killed him. It's one hell of a 1-2 punch. We'll take the HP so we can give it away, and let's become Guppy. Alright, let's become Guppy on the next floor is what I meant to say, of course. This floor, no, that would be ridiculous. Way too overpowered. On the next floor, we can wait. Now just give me Blank Card Emperor, and we can get out of control here. Alright. This is, admittedly, this is one of those days where you gotta say thank you, RNGesus, for giving me this incredible combination of items that you have chosen to do. I appreciate it. Could play our blood bank here, but I'm not really too concerned about this. Let's blow up one of the... Okay, probably did not need to blow that up, but that's okay. Don't really want to play you. We can't get another black heart, so that is pretty amazing. Alright. Teleportation to a devil room would be okay. I would also like a Guppy item. The Spirit Heart is not bad, I suppose. Blank Card Empress. I think Blank Card High Priestess is a little bit better for us. Can't deny that basically we're just having the craziest luck of all time. Over the past 2 runs, we've had such absurdly good luck. Kind of a terrible chain reaction with these jerkholes here, but gotta do what you gotta do. There's another key down there. We should go back for, you know, on the last run I was like, I don't have to do my due diligence because I'm going fast. On this run we should be like, you know, let's do our due diligence. It's better for me. It's better for you. Blank card Devil. No. Let's blow up these because I'd like to get, again, blank card Emperor would save us a ton of time and be fun. Blank card Justice is okay, but not that relevant. Guppy. These are not Guppy. That was a lot of horse shit, basically. Come on, Epic Fetus, you can be better than this. Figure this will kill him in one hit, and we can get the hell out of here. Gave myself that half heart. Totally on purpose, don't even question it. Small rock, maybe? Small rock? Spirit heart we can't use, that's also fine. I don't know, I'm looking as if we're not going to be able to do boss rush. Like, ooh, this one might be close, guys. I'm not sure, we're only 6.5 minutes ahead with like 3 of the most overpowered items in the game. But it is Curse of Darkness, you know, anything can happen on a Curse of Darkness floor. Plus we have the Relic, of course, you know. Lots of dangerous stuff. Okay, so I can't use Epic Fetus, like, after using High Priestess, because it makes it pretty hard to aim the shot. It doesn't move, basically, is what I'm getting at. Let's see if we can get some Magic Mush action here. Liberty Cap, at least, is a trinket. It gives us the chance for mapping. Are you a wizard is meaningless. Bad guess. Hematemesis. Puberty. Alright, I mean, it's not that bad of a haul. It's not particularly good either, but... I walked on the creep, okay. Serves me right. Thank you. Gotta open it, just in case it contains a card. It does not. We have not been to item room or shop on this floor, which is bad, because we want to donate here. We don't get any prizes for finishing, like, crazy quickly. Maybe shouldn't have taken that, but we might as well take the time to find our item room and shop, and there we go. Mapping has sorted us right out here. And we're still kind of on the lookout for an Emperor card. 1 key for a lot of money. We'll see if our donation machine can even take it. If it can, I'd be interested. Yeah, let's just donate for now. If we can get to 500 cents, I feel pretty good about the way things are going here. Only 4 more. I thought that popping meant that it was broken, but no. Sweet. Don't break, don't break. 509. I never thought that we'd get back here, man. So this is pretty exciting. I may accidentally use that key. I did not. We got 15 cents again. I don't really want the pills, or at least I should say I don't really care about the pills. If you get up to 524, like, that's all our money, and I'm totally fine with that. Perfect. I might seem like I'm being a little salty. This is not salt. It's actually me saying, you know what? I'm super thrilled. That's my super thrilled voice. This is my happy face. That's Tommy Lee Jones, but it came out a little bit more like the mom in the dance troupe in Donnie Darko. Didn't really work out the way that I intended. Okay, so no High Priestess on the mom fight, let's remember. We will do boss rush if we can/have to get a great item. We'll see what's, you know, contained in there. Therein Oaken Shield. Okay. Midas Touch, I like you. Thank you. If there's a unicorn stump in there, there's no doubt. You want to do Dark Room this time? We'll take this for the extra damage. Let's do Dark Room. It could be fun. I don't think anything there is worth it, though. So cool. So let's remember, we're going down to Shoal. We're not going up to the Cathedral. We are going down to Shoal. That's good to know. Curse of Darkness. We've been having that a lot recently, and it is largely irrelevant. And by largely, I mean completely. I like this room because our spiders can't actually be used, so any spiders we generate are guaranteed to be useful for us on the next floor. Might as well get some money back here. Every time we get hit, we can do that. That's why I want some invincibility, and truth be told, I would have loved to have had the Polaroid, but this is one of those runs where you gotta say, like, you know, thank you for the amazing run, game. Work with me now, like, or I'll work with you now, I should say. We can all be friends here. I'll play your game. This might be the right way, actually. Now that I look at it. And we can probably take a shortcut through here. I am leaving bombs behind because I kind of feel like, why wouldn't I, given that we have Epic Fetus. I thought that might have been like $3 bill or something. Like, it looked like he got slowed, but I can't imagine what would do that right now. And that is not what I'm looking for, but that's okay. We know we've got a goat head deal with the devil coming up here. So our goat head deal with the devil. Hopefully gives us Guppy. If it doesn't, that's fine. You could just give me, like, I don't know, Whore of Babylon or something instead. We won't pick that up yet, just in case. Like, that's only 2 Guppy items, isn't it? I think it's only 2. I realize we have Nod Leaf also. Why don't we leave it? And it doesn't really matter all that much either way. Alright, Wound 2. 18 minutes. Nothing to sneeze at there. I wonder, we might have actually been faster if we stuck with our last run. Not that I'm sad about it. Like, I'm happy that we got this run, and, you know, as far as 6 rooms go, there's definitely a lot more, shitty rerolls that you can get than, rerolling your run into Epic Fetus, but I do think that maybe we actually slowed ourselves down just a little bit. At least long term. Short term, we might have sped up. That's okay. I think that Isaac speedrunners should start giving interviews similar to, like, the NHL. They start being like, you know, how'd you feel about your race out there, Cobalt? And be like, you know, you just give it 110%, you know, you really try hard. And then things will work themselves into place. I guess there's no place for, like, honest sports interviews, though. Because they'd be like, hey, you know, you played hard out there, but you lost. How do you feel about that? You'd be like, well, it fucking sucks, but, like, even the best teams only win, like, 58% of the time. So I kind of feel like we didn't do too bad. It's really just, you know... We won every single game in the regular season. We just happened to lose a game at the wrong time, and as a result, people think that we are chokers in the playoffs because we only win 92% of the time. It's pretty fucked up. I think people don't really understand, like, standard deviation and stuff like that, or the idea that in a sports league with a salary cap, you know, there's a huge amount of parity between the teams, and probably there's no more than, like, a 30% edge for any one team at any given time. I don't think the populace would really get down with that. That's what burns me up sometimes, man. The difference, that's what's cool. That's why, like, I don't like the sport of baseball, and I'm not one of those people, at least not anymore. I was when I was a little younger, but who's like, oh, you know, baseball's boring. Baseball's like, this is actually really good. Baseball's like a dad sport. This is a sport for dads. I'm not a dad. I'm a cool non-dad. I'm not a dad at all, not even dad-like. Anyway, Chariot is actually very slow for us, but if we get more money, it'll work out. And High Priestess is maybe overstaying its welcome a little bit. But I love that baseball is just stats, man. Like, I feel like that's sports when it gets distilled down to its level, you know? Like, even the best quarterback or something like that. How much better are they than the 12th best quarterback? 15%? We went to the fucking cathedral. I am an idiot. And I'm your boyfriend, yes I am. So that's gonna be the end of this run. Well, it's gonna be like a sub 25, but it's because I'm dumb. If there's a way out of it, I'll try to do it, but... I think that this is finally... This is RNGesus' way of telling me, hey man, maybe, like, don't go to the dark room. Because you can't be trusted to actually go to the dark room when you say you're going to the dark room. So, I think that maybe this will be a moratorium. People will be like, hey, you know, isn't that unfair that... you're gonna not go to the dark room because of your own inattentiveness? Is that not, like, totally fair? I'm inattentive, so I've also chosen, you know, like, not to be a surgeon. Is that fair that you're gonna deprive the world of a surgeon just because of your Yeah, I think it's, like, completely fair and safe and sensible, you know? You gotta know your limit, play within it, and I think I'm playing without limit right now, which is not good. It's like a Texas Hold'em or something like that. In the end, it's still largely irrelevant, because we would have won this run. You're just gonna have to trust me on that one, I suppose, but it sucks that there's gonna be like an asterisk on this. As people told me, though, the last time we did this, admittedly, that was like 50 runs ago, so I don't feel like it's a mistake that's happened all the time, even though it is stupid of me, and I take full ownership for that, but they did tell me it brought the streak up anyway, so even though it's bullshit and I basically should not have a win for it, we're gonna get a win for it. Alright, let's run into this Joker. I really wish that I had, like, a single orbital. It turns out that we're not really doing that much damage with Midas Touch by itself. That's okay, though. I finished 2 Isaac runs within the span of, like, 40 minutes here. One of them should have been about 2 minutes longer, but, you know, either way, life goes on, I suppose. Don't really feel like there's much point in dropping this Chariot card. It actually sucks way more than I originally anticipated, but that's okay. So, I don't know, should I push my luck and try to record another one right now? I've only got 45 minutes before the next thing I have to do, but it may actually be possible, and in a way, I'm hungering for redemption, but nah, this is... I should take a break for a second, because my headspace is not clear. I need to take, like, a palate cleanser. I just ate a bunch of spicy shit, and now we're gonna get into, like, a delicate, you know, champagne or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a fancy person. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm an idiot. I throw myself on the mercy of the viewers for forgiving me for this one. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.